Wow.
You know what I love? You know what I love is your reaction to 4,000 people cheering you is like, oh yeah, hi.
I don't know what to do. I forgot what that was like.
You've been away for a while, yeah.
It was quiet in Africa.
Yeah, there was some quiet time there. We got a lot to talk about here. I haven't seen you in a long time. First of all, what have you been up to? What's Dave Chappell been doing with himself?
Nothing. This guy screening out season 3. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Nice try, Comedy Central.
Yeah, that's one of their executives. Yeah. We need the dough. Come on.
I've been really just relaxing and just trying to stay out of trouble.
Right. It's a
That's
good thing
right,
to do.
because I see, being a celebrity, your realm of getting in trouble is worse than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, the average dude got to go out and look for trouble. I'll be sitting around, mind my own business, and dude come up, hey, man, you're Dave Chappelle. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Hey, I got 12 naked bitches in a hot air balloon. You trying to roll with me?
Call me next time, all right? I need to get out of the house once in a while.
That's why I just stay in the house.
Yeah.
It's funny, because, like, when I come out, everybody screams. But when I go home, it's not like that.
When you go home, I mean, that's the thing that's important to remember, is that when you go home, it's a different situation, right?
Yeah, my kids don't even care. They're like, oh, Mr. Promise is back from the road. Did you forget all them toys you promised us, Mr. Promise? And then my wife's still a little salty at me.
She's not happy with you right now?
I mean, she's not mad at me, but don't think you're gonna walk away from $50 million and your wife's just gonna be cool with it.
That's an angle I hadn't thought about, yeah.
Oh, it was crazy. I thought I was gonna get the Jerry Maguire, baby, you can be anything you wanna be speech.
Yeah.
It didn't pan out.
No?
It was more like Purple Rain around my house. Yeah, I know what it sounds like when the doves cry.
Now, okay, I've known you for a long time. You've been coming on our show for a long time. I've bumped into you in the street sometimes in New York. You're a very normal, down-to-earth guy. You really do seem like you're very unaffected by all this. Do you think that's fair?
I'm a little weird, but I'm quirky.
Yeah.
But yeah, my life is pretty normal. Like I get amazed by this too. I was in LA doing the Grammys. You know, I wear whack clothes. I'm on TV in a t-shirt now. Mm-hmm. So I had to get some clothes for the Grammys. So I went to one of these nice Beverly Hills stores. They had like a restaurant in the store. I never ate soup at a clothing store before. But it was real baller. And I'm eating soup, and I look across the room, and I see Jessica Simpson. Uh-huh. So I'm like, oh, that's Jessica Simpson. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm famous, baby. So.
That's right. You could.
Yeah, so
you could go up and say something.
Well, that's what I decided. Now, I don't normally do this, but it was Jessica Simpson. I said, let me just see, what's going on. So I went up, I'm like, hi, Jessica Simpson. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, my name's Dave Chappelle. I was like, I'm on TV too.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know who you are. And I was like, I knew it, bitch. I didn't say that to her. But I got excited. I did. I was.
You
like,
got excited, yeah. Okay.
I was on corn. I was like, well, I'm a big fan of your work, which felt weird saying, because that's not true. But I'm not dogging her music. I don't know her music. I'm talking about the Newlywed Show. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been a newlywed. It's nothing like that show. If I made a show about my first year of marriage, it'd be called Bitch, You Tricked Me. But if you're a fan,
you're a romantic fool, yeah.
I'm crazy about my wife. That's why I see these jokes. Me and my wife. Well, you stop shouting at me. I'm talking. But all right, thank you.
Yeah.
So, there's the end of the story.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy part is, she was real nice. If you're a fan of hers, you'll be happy to know she was great. And when I sat back down, as a matter of fact, I was finishing my soup up, and she was leaving. this was crazy. She came up to me as she was leaving. She was like, "Bye, Dave Chappelle. It's nice to meet you." And she gave me some sugar, just a little.
She gave you a kiss?
Yeah, which was crazy. Cause I opened my mouth a little bit. I had
Yeah, you did what you had to do.
I had to.
Let's get into this now, because everyone wants to hear what's been going on. You disappeared for a while. People were saying, "Where's Dave? Where's Dave Chappelle? Where's he going?" And then it turns out you took a trip to Africa. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they said.
Right.
It was
Because
like,
the stories were, I mean, the stories, as you know, you're hearing all kinds of stuff on the news.
it was crazy, man. I mean, first I went to Africa to chill, and I tell you, hear a lot of black people say this, like when you go to Africa, especially your first time, you have this overwhelming feeling like you're home, which is true. I had that feeling like, man, this feels like home. I think I felt that way because there's a McDonald's in the airport. So I got my Big Mac. But then it was like, it just got out of control. Like I was in Africa, and next thing I know, I started hearing all the stories like comedian Dave Chappelle's in a mental institution in South Africa. And I was like, man, I must be losing my mind.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was the beach. Yeah. And everybody calls me crazy. You know, I mean, it was just...
You're hearing on the news things like he's gone crazy, which never sounded, that doesn't sound right, you know? And
well, you know, maybe I know stuff people don't want me to talk about. So
right.
what other people believe. So they'll call me crazy. But it was a weird thing to get called crazy. At first it was scary. And then now I feel like it's liberating. Like, I feel free, like I can just say what I want to do what I want. They already call me crazy. I can't hold myself accountable for these things. I'm crazy. I can't be held responsible.
Yeah.
Couldn't control myself.
Yeah. What was the reason that you went to Africa? Was there a reason that you decided to go to Africa?
Well, there are a few reasons, but I mean, you know, if you a black dude trying to hide, Africa is a good place. It's a, you know, a lot of cats fit my profile.
Yeah.
So I was.
It's like, I'm going to go to Ireland and try and hide out. Argy bargy.
I had a good time. And another thing I loved about Africa was the people. You know, they were so warm, and like I was talking to them about my problems, and they listened like, they don't know nothing about Chappelle Show. So they just listening. I'd be like, man, you know, I had this show, and it felt like people was trying to control me. I was freaked out. I don't know, I just had to get out of there. I just walked away. It says $50 million, it's all gone. I'm scared. And they was, hey, they said, hey, they did all this to you, brother. I said, that's how I be doing in America. They said, that's messed up, man. They said, but here in Africa, we have a philosophy that helps us get through things like this. You've always got to remember one thing when you go through these problems, Dave. And I said, what's that, brother? And he said, I ate a dog today. Just grow up, get over yourself.
You don't want $50 million? Boo-hoo, yeah.
Get over yourself.
Yeah.
It happens, man, you know, but it was definitely what you call it, a growing experience, that's for sure. You know.
And it does feel like it's liberated you, not to get too heavy, but it does feel like this whole thing has freed you up a little bit, you know?
Sure, excuse me 1 second.
That'll be the clip they use on the news.
I know,
Dave was on Conan. He's lost his mind. We were right. He's gone crazy. I'm going to mention this, Dave Chappelle's Block Party by Michel Gondry. I mean, this is great.
That's incredible, yeah.
This is coming out on DVD, and it's going to be available on June 13th. And I got to tell you, it is a real pleasure. I say this all the time on the show. I say it's a real pleasure to have you come on the program. But I wrote you a little note, and everybody wants to talk to Dave Chappelle. I wrote you a little note. And you responded and said, I'll be there, and it was incredibly nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt.
It was really nice of you to do it.
Yeah,
You know, we were very happy to have you. You were like the guy we wanted to have. So.
No, it's my pleasure, and I didn't realize this when I said yes, but do you know that tonight I think is my 22nd time on the show?
22nd time. Wow.
I've done your show more than Chappelle's show, I think. Well, thanks for having me, man. It's always a
rare pleasure.